We're not trying to tell someone else's story. We're just trying to bring people to the story.
An eye-catcher to be sure. Feathers, all different designs and colors, all handmade, covering the ceiling of the Virginia Beach Art Center.
We have several that have messages about hope for the future.
For Maggie Kerrigan, unimaginable, even when she put the call out asking for them.
We have 2,525 or so feathers. These were all made by individuals around the United States, all ages.
And a handful from other countries too, a collection of beauty reflecting a horrific past. For Kerrigan, it started when she read a book called This Tender Land, a fictional story based on the very real Native American boarding schools.
It was my first exposure to boarding schools at all. I had no idea that this was part of history in the United States.
From the early 19th century all the way to the 1960s, the U.S. government operated and supported hundreds of schools designed to strip Native children of their language and culture. A handful were found in North Carolina and Virginia, including at what's now Hampton University. In this process of assimilation, children were often abused, some never heard from again. Earlier this year, the U.S. Department of the Interior released an initial analysis that found 500 deaths at these boarding schools, a number expected to grow as more investigation is done. These feathers, Kerrigan says, honor those lives lost. The first half of this month, they were part of a larger exhibit at the Art Center called Aware that also carried Native American created art.
Hopefully, this whole exhibit is going to help people realize, there is a thriving community in our midst right now.
One of them is this man.
I would see baskets of the Southeast, and I was always finding those beautiful. And I was like, one day I want to weave one.
Desmond Ellsworth is a software engineer by day, but his real trade, he says, is basket weaver. A member of the Nansemond Indian Nation, the 28-year-old's ancestors lived along the Nansemond River and other parts of Hampton Roads.
My mother's family can be traced back to a daughter of a Nansemond chief.
He says this style of basket weaving was common among tribes throughout the southeastern United States, but it's a passion Ellsworth didn't really start developing until 6 years ago.
Some people sent me some resources to learn from, and after that, I just kept practicing.
Now his work is on display in Richmond and the site of the first English colony, part of an exhibit that just opened at Jamestown Settlement called Reign and Rebellion. Ellsworth tells me these baskets take anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks to make, depending on how much free time he has. This one took more like 3, and unlike the one here inside the exhibit, it's not behind glass. Ellsworth is letting me hold it because he thinks people learn best about a culture through touch.
As Native people, we have to educate people on us. To this day, I get people saying, I didn't know Native people existed in Virginia, or, oh my gosh, you don't look Native, or stuff like that. And by them looking at my baskets and learning, they read about it.
Learning about a culture that, despite centuries of attempts to destroy, is alive. And not only for Heritage Month, but always. Anthony Sabella, News 3.